Throughout history, treasure has fascinated explorers and historians, from ancient gold caches to pirate hoards. Despite countless searches and advanced technology, many remain lost and their locations unknown. This overview explores some of the most legendary and elusive treasures that still inspire curiosity and adventure. Number 1. The Treasure of the Knights Templar. The Knights Templar, founded in the early 12th century, was one of the wealthiest and most powerful military orders of the medieval period. Initially created to protect Christian pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land, the Templars quickly amassed immense wealth and influence. Their fortune was built through donations, trade, and banking, making them key players in medieval European finance. However, this power and wealth also made them targets. In 1307, King Philip IV of France, deeply indebted to the Templars and seeking to seize their assets, orchestrated a mass arrest of the order. Many Templars were executed or imprisoned, but much of their treasure, including gold, jewels, and religious artifacts, mysteriously vanished. Theories about its fate abound. Some historians believe that the Templars moved their treasure to secret locations before their downfall. These locations are thought to include tunnels beneath Paris, fortified castles in Europe, or even remote islands like Oak Island in Nova Scotia, Canada. The mystery of Oak Island has become one of the longest-running treasure hunts, with explorers digging for over 200 years, searching for the fabled Templar fortune believed to be hidden there. Despite numerous expeditions and extensive efforts involving modern technology like sonar and ground-penetrating radar, the treasure has not been found. This unsolved mystery fuels the ongoing belief that the Templars may have hidden their fortune in other parts of Europe, or even transported it across the Atlantic long before Columbus. Number 2. The Lost City of Eldorado. The legend of Eldorado, or the Gilded One, is one of the most enduring tales of lost treasure. It originated from stories of the Muisca people of Colombia, who practiced a ritual involving their chief covering himself in gold dust and making offerings of gold and jewels in Lake Guatavita. When Spanish conquistadors heard these stories in the 16th century, they imagined an entire city or empire made of gold, deep within the unexplored jungles of South America. Driven by greed and the desire for wealth, Spanish explorers launched countless expeditions into the Amazon and the Orinoco River basin. The most famous of these was led by Gonzalo Pizarro in 1541, and later by Sir Walter Raleigh in 1595. Raleigh's writings further popularized the myth of El Dorado, despite his expedition's failure to find any trace of the fabled city. The idea of an undiscovered civilization brimming with gold has persisted for centuries, leading explorers, archaeologists, and adventurers to search the dense jungles of the Amazon. However, the real mystery of El Dorado may not be a golden city, but rather undiscovered ruins, artifacts, or treasure caches left behind by the ancient cultures of the region. Lake Guatavita itself was partially drained by treasure hunters in the 16th and 19th centuries, yielding gold artifacts, but not the legendary treasure. Many modern archaeologists argue that El Dorado was never a city but a cultural practice, leading to an exaggerated myth that lured explorers into the perilous rainforest. Number 3. The Amber Room. The Amber Room, often called the Eighth Wonder of the World, was an extraordinary chamber constructed of amber panels, gold leaf, and mirrors, first built for Frederick I of Prussia in the 18th century. The room was later gifted to Peter the Great of Russia as a symbol of peace and friendship between the two nations. It was installed in the Catherine Palace near St. Petersburg, becoming one of the most magnificent treasures of the Russian Empire. However, during World War II, German forces invaded the Soviet Union, and the Nazis, aware of the room's value, dismantled and transported it to Königsberg, now Kaliningrad, Russia. The Amber Room was exhibited for a time before it vanished during the chaos of the war. Some accounts suggest that it was hidden in underground bunkers or tunnels, while others propose that it was destroyed in Allied bombing raids. Despite extensive searches by historians, archaeologists, and treasure hunters, the Amber Room has never been found. In recent decades, efforts have intensified with the use of advanced technology like ground-penetrating radar, underwater searches in the Baltic Sea, and exploration of old Nazi bunkers. Yet the exact fate of the Amber Room remains one of the most tantalizing and enduring mysteries of World War II. A replica of the room was constructed in 2003 at the Catherine Palace, but the original treasure, estimated to be worth over $500 million, is still missing. Number 4. The Lost Treasure of Captain Kidd. Captain William Kidd, once considered a legitimate privateer, became one of the most notorious pirates in history. Kidd's story is filled with intrigue, betrayal, and the tantalizing promise of hidden treasure. In 1699, Kidd was captured and hanged for piracy, but not before he claimed to have hidden a massive fortune. Rumors of his buried treasure spread like wildfire, giving rise to countless treasure hunts over the centuries. One of the most famous theories suggests that Kidd buried part of his treasure on Gardiner's Island, located off the coast of Long Island, New York. However, despite extensive searches, no significant treasure has been uncovered. Some believe the treasure may be buried on a remote island in the Caribbean or hidden in a coastal cave in Madagascar, where Kidd operated. Kidd's legend has inspired numerous books, movies, and treasure hunts, and modern explorers continue to search for clues in old maps, journals, and cryptic messages left by Kidd. His story is emblematic of the golden age of piracy, and the idea of a pirate's treasure hidden somewhere, waiting to be discovered, continues to entice treasure hunters and historians alike. Number 5. The Lost Dutchman's Gold Mine. The legend of the Lost Dutchman's Gold Mine is one of the most famous and enduring treasure stories in American folklore. According to the tale, a German immigrant named Jacob Waltz, known as the Dutchman, discovered a rich gold vein in Arizona's Superstition Mountains in the 19th century. Waltz, known for his secretive nature, reportedly left clues to the mine's location before he died in 1891. These clues, however, were vague and cryptic, sparking one of the longest-running treasure hunts in the United States. The rugged and mysterious Superstition Mountains, located east of Phoenix, Arizona, are steeped in folklore. Many have embarked on perilous expeditions into these mountains, with some disappearing or dying under mysterious circumstances. The Apache tribe, who have long held the mountains as sacred, believe the area is cursed, adding to the mystique surrounding the legend. Despite modern technology, including satellite imaging and metal detectors, the mine's location remains a mystery. Some treasure hunters have speculated that the mine is hidden within one of the many deep canyons or caves, while others believe it may be concealed beneath a rock formation or near a dried-up riverbed. The search for the Lost Dutchman's Mine has become a quest for fortune and adventure, attracting both amateur explorers and professional archaeologists alike. Number 6. The Treasure of Lima. In 1820, during the Peruvian War of Independence, Spanish authorities in Lima feared that their vast treasure, consisting of gold, silver, and precious stones, would fall into the hands of revolutionary forces. To safeguard the treasure, they entrusted it to a British sea captain named William Thompson. However, instead of delivering the treasure to Mexico as instructed, Thompson and his crew killed the guards and fled. Thompson is said to have buried the treasure on Cocos Island, located off the coast of Costa Rica. Later captured, he was offered clemency in exchange for revealing the treasure's location, but ultimately escaped and disappeared. Since then, Cocos Island has become the focus of numerous treasure hunts. Famous explorers, including Captain Henry Morgan and Franklin Roosevelt, visited the island in search of the treasure, but none succeeded. Cocos Island, often referred to as the Treasure Island of Robert Louis Stevenson's novel, is now a protected national park, and treasure hunting is prohibited without government permission. However, the allure of the Treasure of Lima continues to captivate imaginations, and some believe that Thompson's hoard, estimated to be worth billions, still lies hidden beneath the island's dense jungles or within its coastal caves. Number 7. The Lost Inca Gold. The fall of the Inca Empire, to Spanish conquistadors in the 16th century led to one of history's most dramatic tales of treasure. The Inca emperor Atahualpa, captured by the Spanish, offered to fill a room with gold and silver as a ransom for his release. Despite the Inca people's efforts to amass the treasure, Atahualpa was executed before the ransom could be fully delivered. The treasure that was collected is believed to have been hidden by the Incas to prevent the Spanish from seizing it. Accounts suggest that priests and loyalists transported vast amounts of gold into the mountains or hid it in underground caves. The most famous of these locations is the Langanetes mountain range in Ecuador, where rumors of hidden Inca gold persist. Expeditions to the Langanetes have yielded some intriguing discoveries, such as ancient trails and stone structures. But the treasure itself remains elusive. Some treasure hunters have died searching for it, while others claim to have found clues, such as stone maps and markings that hint at its location. Despite the risks, the promise of discovering the hidden gold of the Incas continues to attract explorers to the remote and treacherous Andes Mountains. Number 8. The Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant is one of the most sacred and mysterious relics in religious history. Described in the Bible as a gold-covered chest containing the stone tablets of the Ten Commandments, the Ark was built by the Israelites during their exodus from Egypt and later housed in Solomon's Temple in Jerusalem. However, after the Babylonians sacked Jerusalem in 587 BCE, the Ark vanished from history. Theories about the Ark's fate abound. Some believe it was hidden beneath the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, while others propose that it was transported to a remote location such as Ethiopia, where it is claimed to reside in a chapel guarded by Ethiopian Orthodox monks. Another theory suggests that it was taken to Egypt, where it may be hidden in a secret chamber within one of the ancient temples or pyramids. The search for the Ark has inspired numerous expeditions and even popular culture, such as the Indiana Jones movies. In modern times, archaeologists and explorers have used advanced technologies like sonar and ground-penetrating radar to explore ancient sites, but no definitive evidence of the Ark has been found. The mystery of the Ark continues to captivate historians, theologians, and adventurers, representing one of the greatest unsolved enigmas in religious history. Number 9. Yamashita's gold. During World War II, Japanese forces looted vast amounts of treasure from the countries they occupied in Southeast Asia. This treasure, known as Yamashita's gold, is believed to have been hidden in secret bunkers, caves, and tunnels throughout the Philippines. General Tomoyuki Yamashita, the commander of the Japanese forces, is said to have overseen the burial of these riches to prevent them from falling into Allied hands, as Japan's defeat became inevitable. After the war, Yamashita was executed for war crimes, and the treasure's location remained a closely guarded secret. Since then, treasure hunters have scoured the Philippine Islands, searching for the gold that some estimate could be worth billions of dollars. Some claim to have found evidence, such as maps and hidden markers, while others have discovered tunnels and booby-trapped caves. However, no substantial portion of Yamashita's treasure has ever been confirmed. The legend of Yamashita's gold continues to draw adventurers, with some believing that modern technology, like satellite imagery and advanced metal detectors, might finally reveal the treasure's location. The Philippine government has become involved in some treasure hunts, but the search remains fraught with danger, including cave-ins, traps, and local conflicts over land and treasure rights. Number 10. The Tomb of Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan's tomb, hidden since his death in 1227, remains one of history's greatest mysteries. To keep its location secret, Mongols killed those who attended the burial and diverted rivers. Despite modern technology and numerous expeditions in Mongolia's Khenti Mountains, the tomb has yet to be found. Many Mongolians prefer it remains undisturbed, believing disturbing it could bring bad luck. The search continues, driven by the legend of potential treasures hidden within.